That's abrupt. Oh, look at that! You're so used to seeing Dale's pretty face, but instead, you have my gorgeous face. Look at that goatee and everything. Listen, people, it's the movie review. We're bringing the ship back. That's right. We're bringing the two people that bring all the boys to the yard. That's right. You heard me. I can see him laughing in the background. We got Mandy Burden. Look at that.
Hello.
And boss lady herself,
Hi.
Shannon. Yeah. All the boys to the yard. So, I know you guys will like that stuff. So tonight we're going to talk about movies. Dale was running a little late. I think he's running about, I'm going to say he's running 16 minutes late, as he told us. He's probably running a few 16.
Not 15, not 20, but 16.
16.
Right. We're going to bring up and talk about movies that we haven't seen. Listen, who has time? I have time, but I don't have time. I know these two ladies. The ladies are very important. Well, you guys are important, but you guys are very busy as well. Shannon has a lot of stuff going on in her comic life. She has cons. She's prepping for cons. She's doing everything else. And Mandy has a lot of things going on, like getting her phone and Wi-Fi to work. So I know it's the same as in like responsibility.
Got back from a con. I didn't work that one. I was there for 2 hours.
What con was that?
Sworn Fest.
Oh, it's Sworn Fest. That's right.
Why she didn't work it? She came in, said hi, got kidnapped away, and that was that.
Why is it called Sworn Fest?
Because it's Brian Polito, Lady Death. It's sworn. You're a fiend. You're sworn till the end. Gotcha.
See, you learn something every single day. And now with my new outlook in life, I learned everything. Hey, Tyler, our Second Chance Collectibles is on. So, okay. Well, I know that Dale wanted to talk about the movies of 2023 because this year just kind of started. And one thing we have all come to agreement, and I mean by all, is the three of us, is that we have not seen Barbie. Now,
I'm wearing a pink hat.
Right. Yeah. Listen. Okay. Wait a minute. Didn't you see it, Mandy?
No. I refuse.
You know what it was? It was the picture I saw you in a Barbie box, and that's because I knew they had that at the premiere and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't watch it because I just haven't had a chance and whatever. And but there's a little piece of me that kind of wants to see what the deal is.
Everyone has told me it's amazing. Even like the men, but I'm not there yet. I'm not ready.
My sister-in-law talks about it all the time. She's like, it's great. You have to go see it with me. Because I made her go axe throwing. She's all, I went axe throwing with you, so you have to go see Barbie with me. And I was like, it ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
I did the axe throwing once actually. And the next day, oh my God.
Oh yeah,
you're super sore right here.
But it's amazing.
Sounds like a fun day.
But it was fun. It is fun, very fun to do. So Mandy, what's your? Well, actually, let's get into it. Shannon, what's your? You just don't want to see it.
I just don't like the fact that they took something, and part of what I'm going to say could possibly get me in trouble with certain things because, everything has to be politically correct and everybody's so fucking sensitive. And
all right.
I'm totally for women's rights. Obviously, I'm a woman. I'm empowered. Like I stand behind them. I'm all about it. But they are taking it to an extreme from what I hear and how women and men are and how they interact and how it's like claimed that men are belittling women, like how Ken does in the movie, and I'm not about that. Like I don't want to watch something that's going to focus and pinpoint to give people this big persona that men are this way and women are this way. That's not the world. That's some, but it's not everybody. And I just don't think that it should be. I mean, great that it's women empowerment. Like more power to her. I love Margot Robbie, I'm a huge fan of her, but I myself to watch that movie at all. I just can't do it.
I'm surprised you kind of don't want to see it just to see if you could go, yep, boy, was I right. Or
I mean, I will eventually it'll happen.
Okay. Yeah.
There are movies that have been out for years and I'm just like, I have zero desire to see it. I still haven't fucking seen it. So
I know. You're still waiting to watch E.T. Mandy, what about you?
No, I love E.T.
Mandy. What's going on with you? What's your story?
You know, it's so funny because most people, when they look at me, they'd automatically assume that Barbie would be my jam. But I grew up with Ninja Turtles, and I had Barbies, but they were an afterthought. And I grew up with Transformers, and like, so for me, I love Pink. But Barbie itself, I'm like, meh. So Murat's been just trying to get me to watch it with him. And because he's heard the same thing I have. Everyone says it's just a really fun movie, but I'm not there yet. I'll get there.
All right. Yeah. Well, you know, for someone like me, it's a little hard because I'm not one of those guys that will watch a movie on my own. So it would have to be a movie that she's into as well. Right. So it's kind of weird where I'm like, oh, maybe my comic room watching Barbie by myself. It just sounds kind of weird.
It's funny.
I would rather watch it, with the missus, but it just hasn't happened yet. But I'm curious. We're gonna see. We're gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I will say the last movie that I did watch, I did finally see Aquaman 2, and I talked about
how was it?
How was it? And you haven't seen Barbie. So the thing is, it's not as bad as everyone thinks. Okay. It's the end of the DCU era with not James Gunn, but the Snyderverse. You almost forget that what's her face is in it. Amanda Heard.
Yeah.
You do, because she's in it for like a total maybe 7 minutes.
By design.
I mean,
after what happened, she's lucky she didn't get to appear in it at all.
They cut her.
Well, this is the thing, though, is that I thought if they cut her, I don't know, because the movie was over 2 hours long. So it's not like it was an hour and a half long.
Right.
So I am kind of curious, what did they cut off? Because you watch it going, she fit perfectly fine because she's not the character. Right. And, and it's all the typical jokes and it's a little swarmy, and Black Manta, of course, is back. And listen, guys, if you're sitting around and you don't want to watch Barbie, go watch Aquaman 2. It's not that bad. But then again, I didn't mind Morbius. And I guess I'm not that.
Morbius.
I did too. So, and people hated it. So who knows?
People hated it. But then again, once again, and I say this every fucking show, if I can escape for 2 hours watching something and I'm okay with it, I'm okay.
Yep. Same. I was entertained. Great.
Very, very few movies you walk out on or you go like, what a piece of trash that was.
Okay, so I felt that way about it. Look who's here!
16 minutes on the dot.
Right? I felt that way about the last Indiana Jones. Like, I sat there and I was like, for fuck's sake, really? Like, space. You're doing the whole time continuum. Like, really? Like, I was just done. I actually did walk out of it at the end because my son didn't feel good. So we walked out and just waited till it was over.
You probably made him sick on purpose so you could go, oh, you're not feeling good? Let's get home.
Yeah.
It was off. Like, it started out okay, but it was awful.
It was not good.
No.
And I hope
Aquaman I want to actually see. It's on HBO right now. So
I do too.
Yeah. Go check it out. And then when we have our show next time, what do we decide, Dale? We're going to do this every month? Look at this guy.
We can't hear you, my dude.
You're 16 minutes late to the mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My bad. Because I'm so used to my headsets at work that they sparkle or whatever. Well, anyways, first Wednesday of every month so we can make sure we get this show on. Everybody's busy. Contente's coming up and everybody got something to do. I know Shannon's going to be hella busy.
Yeah.
It's going to get lit, guys. It's going to get lit.
Aquaman 2. Watch it by next month first.
Oh yeah, no, for sure that'll happen.
Okay, so we could at least have something to talk about.
I'm gonna take a week off of work.
Binge all your movies, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, I got to be honest. We have what's up, TRB. We haven't and I say we because I am not a solo entity. I have someone else.
Yeah.
We don't watch as many movies as we watch a shitload of like crime shows. A shitload of crime shows.
Same.
A lot, right? So much so, and HGTV shows. We do. You know, I'm not gonna
because then I could figure out how to kill you and how to hide it all at the same time.
Exactly.
And garden shows, and you could plant something over me. That's the other thing too.
Right.
But this is the thing. That there's so many movies out there that come out. I don't know if I'm getting just old. I really don't know, but I just don't care about watching. The movies don't excite me anymore as they used to.
Because they're all remakes of shit that's already happened. Nothing's original. It's either a book or a remake or a vamp up or a spinoff of something that like nobody has fucking creativity anymore to come up with a movie that entices people.
It is true. And we talked about last week how they're rebooting The Crow, right?
Yeah. I'm nervous about that one.
And we all talked about, is The Crow a movie that anyone ever asked, boy, I wish they would reboot The Crow, right? Oh. Certain movies should just be left. Yes, we do, Dorf.
Like Edward Scissorhands. They were talking about doing that one too. I was like, don't touch it. Don't you dare touch it.
Stresses me out. I'm like, leave it alone.
I agree. There are movies that you go like, you think to yourself, well, that would be kind of cool if they reboot it, because with today's technology and special effects, it look kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Right? It depends on how you did it. I just don't want it to be taken away from as they make it so CGI that you lose like the meaning and quality of the movie, as opposed to, ooh, look how cool his hands are. Like, I don't know.
Right. And like, so what are you going to improve on Scissorhands? The way the scissors look?
That was good. Yeah, you can't touch that. That's classic. And there was no real CGI on there. Like, it was a little bit, but not as much. A movie that I'm thinking they should remake was that Never Ending Story one. The one with hey, it was creepy.
There's 3 of them, so choose carefully.
Oh God, there was 3 of them?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I thought there was only 1.
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Well, I tell you what. Should they redo?
Sounds like I'm Googling it.
Not yet.
Should they redo Labyrinth?
No.
No.
Because it's been talked.
I could imagine that if they redid it, it could be cool. But I am so obsessed with, you could never. It's the actors in it that make it though too. Like, you can't change that.
It's like The Princess Bride. You can't redo that.
No.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Would you redo Legend? With Tom Cruise and
Legend
of the Falls?
No.
With
I Am Legend?
No, that's Will Smith.
That's Will Smith, which they're coming out with a sequel already. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Legend is with Tom Cruise. It's with that one girl, and it's with that one guy.
That one girl. Oh yeah.
It's the one. It's the one with the devil has the big horns, and he's played by Tim.
Oh
yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
See, there's Alex right there. Tim, not Tim Rice. Maybe it is Tim Rice. Okay. Well, anyway,
we gotta do it.
That movie, I can see. I mean, it's people love it. And this is going into the cult collection. I know that
Curry is a legend.
Yeah,
Tim Curry. There he is.
He's amazing.
I love Tim Curry. That's why I love him in Clue so much. It's just I just love him.
Yeah.
I think Legend could be something that's reintroduced to today's generations, because a lot of people forget. I'm looking at you two ladies about that movie, because it doesn't ring. You have to go
it's
like
true.
The devil guy, and
yeah.
Like, oh, okay, I remember, because he's the memorable part of the movie. But that being said, it has a cult following, and this is going into my segue of cult followings, because I know that Dan wants to talk about movies that we've seen in 2023, but let's talk quickly about cult followings. let's name a few movies that are popular and we wonder like why, right? And I talked to the girls in the back in the green room. To me, Donnie Darko has a huge cult following.
I'm sorry to interrupt real quick. I didn't know Tom Cruise was in that movie too.
Legend?
A Legend,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh, he's the
young.
dude. He was
Very
the hero. He was the guy. He was he was, I don't think he was a Scientologist then. So Donnie Darko is one of those movies, right?
Yep.
The Crow has a massive following.
I love that fucking movie.
For all the emos out there, Last Starfighter is one of my favorites. See,
oh yeah,
I tell you what, Kyle, I would not mind if they redid the Last Starfighter.
same.
With today's special effects, I think the Last Starfighter will be pretty bad.
Before Risky Business.
But I still think that something like The Crow calls to all the emos and all the goths and all the dark and dreary, and it can't, what is it? It can't rain all the time, you know, where the fuck is it?
No, they're like, it can't rain enough. What do you mean?
It's one of those movies that it's like, will it introduce this movie to a bunch of new people in the generation, right?
Well, it depends, because that movie is based on a tragedy. It's not based on he's not an emo because he chooses to be. He's dark because he went through a tragic moment.
Who is this right here? If whoever said agreed Last Starfighter,
Matthew Workman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go and see if you can go and go to screen. What is it?
I got you. I got it.
You're right. It also depends too if the parents introduce a lot of these movies to the kids, right? So when they're like, "Oh, I know that movie because my mom and dad love it, and we watched it. Maybe watch it when I was 13 or something like that, right?" Because what happens is that they make these remakes. They're like, "It was pretty good." You know, it's a remake, right? What do you mean it's a remake? Then you show them the original. And they're like, "God damn, that's bad." Right? Where we go, actually, the remake is bad. The original's the good stuff.
Yeah.
We can never win, people.
No.
Kevin, that makes you a goth for sure.
So what other movies? What's up, Matthew? What else? What other movies do you guys know that you don't understand why they're popular, but they are popular because they have that cult following?
Let's see here.
And people also in the chat. I mean, please, by all means.
I don't understand it. Elf.
Oh, dude, I thought it's a dumb movie. I mean, I love him as an actor, but that movie.
I do not like. Well, I don't like. I'm not a fan of Will Ferrell. Cannot stand him.
Well,
but that movie has a Christmas cult following like no fucking.
Oh. Well, it's the same thing like Christmas Story. There's people who watch Christmas Story every.
But Christmas Story is a traditional Christmas movie. Elf is not.
Yeah, some people consider Elf a traditional Christmas movie.
Brothers.
Oh my god, I
agree.
Still yet to watch it.
Boats and Hoes. We're talking about Boats and Hoes.
Dude, I don't like Will Ferrell.
It's the one movie. Step Brothers is the one movie I can hear from another room, and I can hear the soundtrack and know exactly what scene it's on and repeat everything. It's a problem.
Step Brothers is pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I have not watched Step Brothers.
I'm not gonna lie. All right, but then there's movies that are very well loved who also have a cult following. In the number one,
Thomas, it is not a Christmas classic.
And the one I'm going to say, and you're all going to agree, is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So Nightmare Before Christmas is a well-loved movie, but the following is insane.
Absolutely.
It is.
And they were even thinking about doing a sequel. They were thinking about doing this and this and that. And people are like, don't leave it alone. Just leave it alone. The Dark Crystal also has a dark following, which they made a remake. They did a show. They did a Netflix, I think, did like a new series and didn't do very well. And it comes to show you, just because you do something was loved in the past does not mean it's going to be loved now if you remake it or redo it. Right. So
did he like freeze up on you guys for a second?
Yeah,
I did. I know. I look like Mandy there for a second. You know.
Sorry, I'm like sniffling and stuff a lot because my allergies have been killing me.
They hit. Let's see what else we got here.
What about Blade? The Blade movies.
I love Blade.
I'm a fan.
All right.
I'm a fan. Ryan Reynolds is hot in the third one.
Oh yeah, and it's the worst movie, and it's fantastic.
It is, but he's hot.
Wait a minute.
It's great.
Blade.
Blade.
I'm thinking Blade Runner. I was thinking Blade Runner, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because Blade Runner,
that artist.
Now Blade. What's that? Will Blade Runner has a massive following, and
they do. Yeah.
They made the remake, the Blade 2099 or whatever,
yeah, not that long ago.
with what's his face, Gosling.
Ryan
Gosling.
He's hot.
People love that too. You know, any movie that the guy's hot, Shannon's all in. Apparently, 100%.
I haven't watched Blade Runner.
I saw it in theaters. It was
2049. Thank you.
I'm a fan of Ryan Gosling.
Starship Troopers. That was.
But I haven't seen Barbie, and he's in that too. So it's not.
True.
It's not.
It's not about the hotness.
Nope.
Are they making another sequel to Highlander though? That's what I was hearing.
So there's been talk about remaking Highlander.
Really?
We're making.
So this is the problem with Highlander. Of course, when I saw it the first time, I thought it was the greatest thing. And I said, "Oh, I told my wife, you got to watch this. We're gonna have." I think still to this day, she's still upset at me.
Right.
My wife is still pissed off at me because I made her watch Highlander.
No.
She's like, "That's the most worthless piece of shit I've ever seen."
She gets an IOU, according to her.
Yeah, and I was like, "Sorry, you know, it is dated. Some movies we know don't last.
Yeah,
the time.
That's Alexander. It says that Henry Cavill is attached to that Highlander reboot or remake.
I hope so. I wouldn't mind.
Please say his last name again, Dell, since you just fucked that up.
Oh yeah,
Cavill.
He's not important to me, but but the thing is, that guy is gonna be. He's also attached to Marvel movies. He wants to do. He came out in February. Like he's in so many movies. That's like I kind of don't want to watch him anymore.
I like the guy. I have no problem with him.
I'm sad they took him out of Witcher.
I'm sad they took him out of Superman. I mean, I liked him as Superman. So.
I thought it was fucked up how they did him dirty on that one.
Yeah, they kind of did mess him up on that. Then they brought him.
Oh my god, Napoleon Dynamite, stupidest movie ever.
Yeah, hey, but I'll watch it. I'll watch it every single time.
Of course you do.
I love it.
And I'll watch Nacho Libre every single fucking time too. So.
Me too.
See.
I don't
Mandy
know if I've even seen the whole movie of Napoleon Dynamite.
How about Pineapple Express? Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah,
I have. It's stupid too, but that was back in my smoking days, so I could kind of relate.
Smoking days. That was a good movie.
It's so good.
I love that movie.
No, it really wasn't, but I watched it.
I love it.
You watch your theater stuff?
So what else do we got? What other movies you kind of go like, you know what? It's so popular, but because it has a cult following, it's so popular, but I don't get it. I know Shannon just watched a couple. What?
Let me see Rex Kwando. Oh, Rex Kwando.
Rex Kwando, yeah.
A movie that I want them to remake, and I know some people are going to say no to, because they want to ruin it, is Young Guns.
No,
I miss those kind of movies. I really do. There has to be a movie like that.
Young Guns. I'll be pissed.
What's up, Chris?
Well, they don't make movies like that anymore. It's unfortunate.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
There you go, Perry. I wouldn't mind a Flash Gordon remake, only because the first one is wanky as shit, but it was at the time.
I mean, Pan's Labyrinth has been done.
Pan's Labyrinth don't touch Pan's Labyrinth. It's fine. Don't fuck with it. It's Guillermo del Toro's masterpiece for me.
Yeah.
Jonah Hex. I thought that was good.
You know what? I didn't mind Jonah Hex. I saw it recently again. I don't mind it. I don't. You know, a lot of people don't even know who Jonah Hex is. So.
It's good.
City Slickers.
I love City Slickers.
It's because of the cast, though.
Yeah, I feel the movie's dumb, but it's so funny because of the cast that makes it.
Now we kind of forget they remade Karate Kid.
They're making it again, yeah.
Right. Yeah. How many times of Karate?
Well, I mean, Will Smith's son was Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And then then they have the actual show.
Uncle Buck.
No, you can't touch
Buck.
Uncle Buck.
Oh, that
You
one.
can't touch Uncle Buck.
You can't touch Uncle Buck.
No, it's
He's
so
a
good.
better Ghost Rider. Yeah, it was alright for me. But how about the movies that they kept remade and remade and remade all over again, like The Predator, Aliens, Terminator, Spider-Man? And, like, they all have cult, they have followings, but like they just do it over and over again.
Well, Aliens for sure has a cult following. The first Predator also has a cult following, but
Terminator.
The second Predator sucked. The last one they did, Prey, was very
Don't
good.
touch Uncle Buck. Oh, how about this? They haven't made another ET, have they?
No.
No.
And I don't think they can replicate that.
No. I mean, they could, but it would never be the same. Like, to our generation, it would never be the same.
See, the reason why some of these movies really did take off when they did is because they came out during a time when there was nothing to compare it to. Right?
It's like lightning in a bottle. You can't
replicate. You can't capture it twice. So when ET first came out, it was I remember going to the theaters and watching it, and
the drive-in.
It was massive because no one's ever seen this in the special effects and this little cute alien, which it wasn't cute at all, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Now, if you do it now, people are like, it's already been done.
Right.
You're going to hide the alien, blah, 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 blah. So, but during that time, like Star Wars, for example.
Oh,
when Star Wars first came out, it was, even though when they're making it, they thought it was going to be a big joke and they're like, whatever, no one's going to watch this. And look what happened. But it was so new at the time that you do it now, people are like, I don't. It's no big
we're gonna throw hands, Matt. So Lost Boys Troop will be awesome, but I don't think they shouldn't touch that one. Homeward Bound with the two dogs and the cat. That I loved that movie when I was growing up. Sandlot.
No,
no,
no, can't do it. Nope.
The cast made Sandlot.
I love that fucking movie. See, the problem with nowadays though in movies is I think that they need to dial it back instead of seeing how much CGI and shit they can throw into one. They need to dial it back and make it more on the real side, like they did, 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
There's certain movies that don't have any CGI or anything, right? And then people still love. So I just recently saw again Stand By Me, and what's such a basic movie of these kids walking to go find a dead body.
Right.
And that's all it was. That's all it was. And to think that it was written by Stephen King.
Yeah.
And it's one of those movies that you just enjoy, sit back, and you just enjoy a good storytelling.
What's up, Clifford?
Right.
So a movie that they're already remaking and it looks good. The commercials look good. Is Mad Max the Furiosa? That one.
They're redoing Mad Max.
Well, no. Well, they're not redoing it.
Or was it a prequel or sequel, something like that? But it's another Mad Max.
Yeah. No, that looks badass.
I can't wait.
That one did look badass.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm excited about Wicked coming in.
Oh, that one.
I'm like stoked. And I have stupidly high expectations for it because I've read the book and I've seen the musical multiple times. Like when Adina was Wicked Witch is when I saw her singing it on stage at Pantages Theater. So I have very high expectations for that movie.
I never knew there was. I gotta be honest. I never knew there was a book before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Tom
what it
Hardy's
was.
Mad Max. That's right.
There you go, Dell. It's a sequel to Fury Road.
But look, when Thomas said it's a prequel, Kat said it's a sequel. Which is it, guys? Come on.
No, it's a prequel because it's Furiosa when she was younger.
Back to the Future. That's gonna be a weird take to do it because it's...
Do you ever see that? Did you ever see that clip that's roaming around the YouTube where the little kid pisses himself in the Back to the Future 3 with the Western one? You guys ever watch the Back to the Future 3 with the Western?
Yeah, it was at my house when I lived out there.
Yeah. Apparently there's a scene in there where the kid points to his pants. This isn't the film. And it gets all wet because he peed. Something to watch, people, when you get bored at 3:00 in the morning.
Jeez. Another movie that had us was Tron. right?
Oh,
Yeah, well, that one's okay with because the first one sucked balls when you're watching. When
I
you watch
agree.
it when you watch it as an adult, it sucks balls. Now, when you're a kid, you don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
You just like the colors and how cool the
Yeah.
bikes. But when
You
you
have
get
low
older,
expectations.
Now the sequel to it with his son was cool how they did it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wouldn't be like, ooh, that's the greatest thing ever. But I mean, it wasn't terrible.
Well, that was during the time when they're starting to do the deep fakes and they're trying to CGI a very young Jeff Bridges, and it looks too, video gamey. But nowadays, they're perfecting it to a point where it's kind of scary.
That's funny.
Jaws now.
No Jaws.
We have the Meg, but thanks. Try again.
Oh, that was rough.
It was. It wasn't. No, let's not bring that up anymore. Well, they remade.
Meg 2.
They remade.
Yeah, I like the first one.
I didn't like any of them.
Which one? Which
and
one?
That's
Meg.
Meg? They're making another Meg?
No, we're just talking about.
They had Meg and Meg 2.
Yeah,
I never saw the first one. So.
It's like the first one was Meg. The second one is the Meg.
Oh, Meg. Oh, the shark thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What am I thinking about? The doll. What
the doll, Megan, yeah.
Megan.
Oh, yeah, you're thinking of Megan. No,
that thing is creepy.
I read the book. Oh, do you know what movie that, how we're talking about remakes and stuff that is doing real well is Dune?
Yeah, people are loving I love the first the remake. The first one's boring as shit, but then people are like,
agreed.
I saw it. I was a kid, and I was like, I know Sting's in it. I was like, whatever. But I did like the remake, and I'm looking forward to seeing the second one when it comes out on HBO because I'm not going to go to theaters and fucking watch it. So
there's a movie that my uncle quotes this movie a lot, and I love it when I watched it. It was Spaceballs.
I love Spaceballs.
You can't touch it. You can't touch it. You can't touch Spaceballs. Spaceballs is exactly what Mandy said. That was the lightning in a bottle.
Like,
it was strictly casting.
Absolutely.
It was just perfect.
Now
that's they'll take that movie, and I think that's what created that whole world of mocking other movies, because nowadays, how many movies do you see that they have made, whether they've been in the theater or just on Netflix or something, that they have mocked other movies? Like Ryan and I were on, I think it was Prime last night before we went to bed, and we were trying to find something to watch. And they had like this one called Super Fast, and it's mocking Fast and Furious.
I haven't seen that one yet.
There's so many of them that they make that mock movies now, and I was like, really, you get that bored that this is what you have to do?
Remember in that one stretch when they did like the mock of Scary Movie, Scream, the superhero movie, making fun of all the superhero movies,
right?
All the scary movies, during that time. But Shannon make me lose my thought.
So while he's lost, another movie they can't capture the magic again is gonna be Airplane. Those genres.
Oh, Airplane!
Thank you, Dale. That's what I was gonna say. You can't touch Airplane. You can't touch Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Oh, Blazing Saddles was just like Three Amigos.
Plus, they won't do it now. They won't do it now, anyways. There's no way that Hollywood has the balls to do
remake. They got away with a lot.
We're doing the remake of the Blazing Saddles with the same jokes now.
It wouldn't work. People are,
We were talking about that. We watched. We were watching Waiting. Have you seen that movie?
Love it.
Oh, the one with what's his face?
Ryan Reynolds and Dane Cook.
That one.
In the restaurant. Okay.
Yeah.
We were watching that last night, and we were laughing. And Ryan looks at me and he goes, "This movie would never fly nowadays. Like they could never." I was like, "Fuck no!"
The chicken wing, Einstein. You can't mix Caucasian with Mexican. Those jokes were awesome.
I fucking love that movie.
Naked Gun.
The Goat.
Naked Gun is good. Naked Gun is good. Now, would they be able to remake White Girls?
Ooh.
They just made a second one.
Did they?
Oh no, that was White Chicks.
Isn't it
fuck
White
is that
Girls the one
movie
that the
called?
Wayne brothers were dressed as the two
White
girls?
chicks.
Yeah, they made a second one.
Did they?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
Well,
No, I mean I didn't watch it. So.
I think I see the producers.
I
Yeah.
have zero. But see, nowadays that might be in because the whole non-binary, there's not two sexes, there's like 50. So I mean,
Right.
nowadays that could be a thing
It
and be
might flow.
okay.
But I'm still with the thing. Sorry, Cash, you can't do Blazing Saddles because they would be
Jason
so.
just said they're making a remake of Naked Gun with Liam Neeson.
Ooh,
Liam Neeson.
wow.
That
He's
would
too
be
serious.
interesting.
Yeah, how? I'm like, wait a minute. I
But
love
he
Liam.
makes
I love the
sense.
Neesons, but
Naked Gun.
He's one of the good bad guys. Like, you fuck with my family, I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you. Like, that's what he was made for. Those roles were made for him.
But not comedy, is that what you're saying? But though he is pretty funny because he's so
Is he?
serious. Oh, he's funny.
Is he?
But this is the funny thing is that he's funny because he's so serious and people are afraid to laugh
It
at
throws
him
you off.
because he's so serious.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's if you look up Liam Neeson on YouTube,
Oh, I'm going to because I
Liam
love him.
Neeson interviewing for a role.
Yeah.
It's him interviewing for a role, and he's so serious that the guys who were interviewing him are scared to death to say no to him because he's Liam Neeson, right?
Yeah.
So go check it out. He's one of those guys. Yeah, Leslie Nielsen was great for Forbidden Planet. Movie from 19. What was it? Cash 1950s. Listen, the cool thing is that this generation will never understand the fuck that we watched. All right? They won't. They're going to have to go back and watch the Blazing Saddles and go, "Hey, Dad, how did they even make this movie?" Well, they made it in the 1970s when shit was just said and you were just doing it and people just laughed at it because they didn't.
There's no rules.
There was no rules. Airplane, Blazing Saddles, they didn't give a fuck.
No.
Because it wasn't something that people were sensitive. They had bigger things to worry about than what the fuck was being.
Yes.
Movies were entertainment and entertainment only. They weren't considered something that causes you to feel pain or sorrow or change your personality or go into depression or have anxiety. Like, that's not what they were about. They were meant strictly for entertainment. Now, if it gave you that emotion while watching it, great. But after you left, you were done. You were fine.
Yeah.
You didn't feel picked on or poked at or prodded. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Because it was a movie and people go in knowing that it was a movie as
it wasn't real.
People were not offended having in the Blazing Saddles when Cleavon Little goes, "Where's the white women at?" It's funny shit. It's all right. It's all right. But now,
yeah, now nothing can be said.
You're pretty canceled.
But you're gonna get a whole heap of shit.
Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, go ahead, Del.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was one of my favorites when I was growing up too.
It was one of mine too.
I liked it to a point, and then after so many times, I just got tired of watching it. But it was a good. Yeah. I like how I didn't like the remake. Or I'm sorry, I didn't like the sequel.
Oh yeah.
No.
What was that? Honey, I Shrunk the Family, or something like that?
No, I Blew Up the Kids.
Oh right.
What?
Yeah.
So, but you think about it, the actor from that movie, he's come out in so many movies, and he stopped, right? But he came out in the Little Shop of Horrors, right? Little Giants.
I love Little Giants.
I did too.
So, all his movies were pretty much hits. I don't remember a movie that he was in that wasn't a good movie. Honestly.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
He was in Ghostbusters.
I love Ghostbusters. I watched Ghostbusters yesterday.
I'm obsessed with the old ones. Like I love
they're dumb, but I love them.
I
haven't even watched the new ones.
I still haven't seen Afterlife. Maybe I should.
No, it's sitting on HBO waiting for me to press, the OK button and
play.
But
if I'm gonna watch the latest one, I kind of have to watch Afterlife.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Right.
Although Ryan told me they're not that bad. He goes, "Babe, for real."
They're not that bad. Just don't have the same expectation. It's different. Yeah, they don't compare, but it's entertaining.
Yeah. No, I watch the old ones because they're entertainment. It's just like when I'm cleaning house or I'm doing chores. It's one of those background noises. It's comforting. It's like, okay, it's like a bowl of soup on a cold day. It's just comfort.
I do that.
Familiar. It's relaxing.
I can do that with Lord of the Rings in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Anytime I think of my mom, I put that on because she loved the Lord of the Rings. Like she loved the Hobbits and she didn't see all the Hobbits. She passed before they all came out, but she loved the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings to me that's a trilogy you don't touch. I swear to God.
Oh, you
They
cannot.
better not.
Don't ever.
They made that beautifully.
It was gorgeous. It was epic.
And it holds. It still holds to this
It
day.
really
Mind you,
does.
that movie
And it
came out
holds to
in
the book
2000.
pretty well too.
Yeah.
And it came out in 2003, people. I mean, and it still holds. It's some good stuff.
It's crazy how that movie came out, and so did Harry Potter. Two big movies, right? Series. They were coming out or like the same time within 10-year span, and everybody wanted to see. It was so good. There was no real Marvel movies, no comic movies, or anything like that. So those were pretty good. I'm surprised they haven't tried to push that to it. But I wanted to bring up another one that I remember when I was a kid. It's 1 year older than me. It's called The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my God, I remember the running.
Now listen, if you want to get into the Schwarzenegger guy, I'm the motherfucking Schwarzenegger fool. During all those times, Running Man, Commando, any of those Schwarzenegger films, because he became
twins.
He became the champion of the stupid one-liners, right?
The
puns, God.
Gremlins reboot.
But you can't. See, I wouldn't mind a Gremlins reboot because I thought the first one was all right.
Yeah. Well, to go off what you said earlier with the Lord of the Rings and stuff and how they didn't push it more, they did. They made TV shows to follow it.
Ring of Power.
Yeah, they did the prelims of it. And now they're doing a whole Harry Potter series.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that, honestly.
I'm nervous for it, but they're supposed to do a season of books, so we'll see.
The 80s, we had action stars, right? You had Arnold, Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. What's the name of the other guy? The bigger douche. This is bigger douche. The one that has like a ponytail and
David Seagal.
That one. That's another one.
Have you seen him now, though?
But yeah.
Have you seen him now? That fucker can barely lift his leg.
Yeah.
He's big as me. He's bigger than me.
He's huge.
I know.
Patrick Swayze, right? Patrick Swayze.
Oh, loved him. Dirty Dancing.
Oh, speaking of Roadhouse is a movie they're remaking. Remaking Roadhouse.
Well, they already remade it.
They did?
But
they already have you can watch the trailer of it.
Yeah.
Who's
trailer.
Who's playing him?
What's his
name?
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, he's playing him.
And what's his face is to be the bad guy, the one from UFC.
McGregor.
Yeah.
McGregor.
Connor.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor is. I don't think it's Ewan McGregor, Mandy.
Wrong one.
Conor McGregor is the bad guy.
He comes off as a douche already, so he's perfect for the scene, honestly.
Oh,
Dolph. Yeah, I heard Dolph was. I didn't know he was an MIT, but I knew he was a smart guy.
He's a smart mother effer. He's really smart.
Yeah, it looks like it might be okay how they do it. I'm a little nervous because, of course, I love the original Roadhouse.
Yeah, it's so good.
But I'm curious to see how this one plays off of it because I don't know if it's going to be something that follows it or if it's supposed to be like a strict remake.
I will say the movie that's been talked about for 400 years is another He-Man remake, right? I'm okay now. That movie I am perfectly fine remaking because the first one was a pile of shit, and I grew up as a He-Man fan.
Yeah,
I had all the stupid toys, but when I watched the movie, I had this, I was this young kid, sweating balls to I'm a He-Man. Then I'm like, what a piece of shit that was. I'm okay with them remaking, especially with the special effects they have nowadays. I can see them making a really cool Skeletor, right? And I do mean,
She-Ra better be brought into that shit.
She-Ra come in like Wonder Woman and Batman and Superman and Batman. She'll just drop and all that shit. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't like the cartoons, the remakes. I think they're crap. Sorry, Kevin Smith, if you watch this, just not my thing. I'm an 80s He-Man kid, but The fuck do I know? It's like them trying. Well, look at they remade Voltron, right? I think I got in the first 20 minutes. I said, "What is this piece of shit?" And I used to watch that as a kid, right? So some things just don't work out. But then again, there's people out there who love it.
Yeah,
they love it. That's why this
Ninja Turtles got a good remake.
But did they?
It was.
Did it?
Did you like the
cartoon? Was it?
It was decent.
Okay, I got from my kid and my husband, Mom, it's not worth it. Don't.
The animation does not look good to me. It looks.
It's CGI again, but it's all right. Honestly, compared
he said it was so kidded. Like, so Ryan was like, "Babe, they're playing it to make it for the kids nowadays," and I was like, "That's great." But if they're making it that like dorky and silly as opposed to like what
they're ruining our childhood.
Are you talking about the cartoon version?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the live action.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know if I love the original ones. Like I like them both.
Original ones,
but I love the original ones.
Yeah.
Here we go.
They did good, but Megan Fox should not have been a reporter because she's not a redhead and she's like
an American Werewolf in London reboot.
I would not mind I would not mind an American Werewolf in London only because why not? Why not? Right? I would be cool with that.
That would be cool.
Even though the original still cool, and the fact that they made the wolf out back in those days, the way he made it, the way they made it do it. But now with the CGI, we kind of saw a little bit of that, right? With Underworld.
Oh my god, I love the Underworld series.
So the Underworld series is fantastic, and even when they came out with the second one, is that the Lycans or the third?
Second.
So Rise of the Lycans is the third.
Okay.
Is it?
When the third one hit, and normally in a series,
Evolution is the second.
Normally, right, when he turned into vampire werewolf, right? So the third one, normally in a trilogy, when there's a third one, you're like, it's gonna water
that was a
it down.
prequel.
So that could be that. It was actually
good.
One of my favorites, actually.
Same.
I liked it better than Evolution. So there's something about how the Lycans became, and it's just so.
The battles are pretty good.
The battles are cool. I'm a big revenge guy. I will watch any fucking movie that has to do with revenge. I don't give a fuck if it's a revenge because you killed my plants or you stepped on my ants. I'm
Punisher.
Anything.
Punisher all the way.
If we're going to be talking about American Werewolf, I'll raise you that with Interview with a Vampire.
Well, they did do it.
They did a remake to
the
it?
show.
Well, they did a show.
Oh, I didn't watch the show.
I don't think they're going to do the movie remake because, like, even back then with those stars and how it was.
Brad Pitt, you can't. No.
It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough.
And even with that, like, you don't need a ton of CGI for that one. Like, it's just, it was done well then.
There was I don't think there was any CGI in the first one.
No.
What do you CGI?
Like,
the contacts and teeth.
Yeah, I was like, what would you do to, like, even... No.
Well, somebody also brought up a Lost Boys remake. So,
I heard about that, and they did the show and stuff, and even the second Lost Boys was kind of, well, that one was just dumb.
There was a second Lost Boys?
Yeah.
Some of these good things we never watched.
I got to tell you, sometimes not knowing shit makes you feel better.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss.
Now I'm upset that there is a Lost Boys too. Thank you.
Danny McBride is the one that was one of the creators of Underworld. If I'm thinking of
really,
okay, wait. Who's the big black guy in the movie that plays?
I love him. I forget. I always forget his name.
Deep voice.
He actually sounds like that too. I met him a few times. And
he lived in our hometown. He was one of the writers.
He's the writer. Yeah.
Underworlds.
Yeah.
Kevin Graveau.
Is that his name?
Graveau, something Graveau. I saw him at one of the things he had like a white fro. It was funny seeing
That's
him.
awesome.
He was all like white hair with the fro. I'm like,
I love
him. He is the sweetest guy, and I love like it's just one of those voices that you could recognize a mile away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Close Encounters a reboot. I would be okay with that because when I saw the first one as a kid,
I wasn't a fan of the first one.
I was bored out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I was too. My parents played it a lot, and I was like, "This could be so much better."
Well, Close Encounters falls in the Dune, the first Blade Runner, the first. It's just boring when you're watching it, and when you get older, you're like, I get it. I can see why people get it. But if I was to watch Close Encounters now, I would still probably be bored as fuck.
Yeah.
I remember.
How do you hate Richard Dreyfuss? I loved him in
Pretty Woman.
I loved him in Red.
Isn't he from Pretty Woman?
No,
that's
Richard Gere.
Oh, there you go. I missed him.
Oh my god!
Same nickname.
That is another big 80s, 90s actor. What is wrong with you?
Hold on, let me
see. Situation.
Hold on, let me see.
Richard Dreyfuss picking up a hooker, and then
And Richard Gere, it has the gerbil.
Yes.
Richard Gere.
Sorry.
Oh yes, the stash.
Why am I forgetting the name?
Thanks, Mandy, for bringing up old wounds.
The Saint.
In case he watches this, he's like, son of a bitch.
I feel like this podcast needs an age cutoff because no one will understand the references we're making if they're.
And that is the best part.
I know.
What the fuck is that movie called?
Which one?
I'm blanking and I love the movie. That's what's killing me.
Which was a Mr. Opus?
No, it has Richard Dreyfuss in it, and he plays a FBI agent because it's the Saints.
Crime Story?
No, it's something Saints.
Okay, let me see.
Boondock Saints.
Thank you.
Those are fantastic.
I'm blanking right now.
I never saw that.
Really?
Yeah,
those have a huge following.
Okay, those movies are awesome because it is not something that has been done that you've seen. Like it's not something that came from like a book that they copied and remade. Like it's a good movie.
You're right, Mandy. Boondock Saints, Trainspotting also has a following.
Yeah.
Snatch.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Snatch.
Yeah, movies like that have now. There's movies. If you guys haven't seen The Gentleman yet, like the Matthew McConaughey Gentleman,
it's
God, it's so good. It is.
It?
Fucking perfection.
I've been to watch it.
Colin Farrell. Yeah. Colin Farrell, Matthew McConaughey, the dude from Sons of Anarchy, the main guy. Oh, it's so good. It's so
good. I'm gonna watch it.
It's a good.
They're gonna be a Planet movie this weekend.
Okay.
Oh,
what?
The main guys from Planet.
That's awesome.
Hellboy and the plays Jax. They'll be there this weekend.
That's awesome.
Which Hellboy? The first guy?
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman, yeah.
Ron Perlman. Oh, that's.
Speaking of remakes, I saw that remake. Right?
I have not seen the new Hellboy yet.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
I just don't want to. I can't bring myself to do it.
I tell you, I'll save you the agony and just hear from Uncle Cesar. Don't watch it.
I haven't yet.
Don't watch it. You're not going to. Don't watch it.
Listen to the words coming from my mouth. Don't watch
it. It is not good. Don't waste your time. Look at that.
Yeah.
Tom is actually agreeing with me. Don't watch it.
Wait, Richard Dreyfuss was on Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Movie.
The excitement that you are you Googling it right now?
Yes, I want to find the same movie.
He's going to come up with the list right now of all the Richard Dreyfuss movies.
I have a list ready.
Hey, I mean, it pulls away from the fact that we were supposed to be talking about the 10 best movies of 2023.
That we haven't seen.
Oh
yeah. So Del, please tell me what your list was because we have pretty much come to the conclusion that we probably haven't seen most of them.
I don't have it to my list, but I can get one real quick.
It depends on what you're going off of. Are you going off of gross? Are you going off of awards? Are you going off of IMDb? Are you going off Rotten Tomatoes? Like, what category are you going off of that's going to count as the best movies of 2023? Because when I looked it up, there are multiple different ones in areas.
There are. And I was like, oh boy.
So the one in IMDb doesn't have like the list. They just put a top 20 that overall like the ratings are different. I don't want to go by Rotten Tomatoes because they're full of crap.
I didn't understand what you just said.
Sorry.
No Rotten Tomatoes.
You like spat that out so
on the list for IMDb, the number one they have on here is Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it.
we put on the list for the ad. It's on there. We just
No, I want to watch it because my son, like JJ, wants to watch it. He's really big into history. My in-laws watched it and they said that it's good, but that it's a really long movie with not a lot of action in it. So it's kind of like an hour and a half to 2 hours of talking in the beginning before
Did you watch it, Mandy?
I did not. Murat and my mom went and watched it, and I was gone. So I will be watching it. I'm just grateful I was not in the theater. I was like, so how was it? They both looked at me. They're like, long, which means not a lot of opportunity to go to the bathroom.
Evil Dead Rise also came out last year, and I agree with Cash. It was all right.
What you worry about?
Evil Dead Rise.
Oh yeah.
You still haven't seen that one?
Nope.
No.
There are so many movies of 2023 I have not seen because my life is in. So, okay, Godzilla Minus was up there. I know I'm going to see it because my oldest is obsessed and he says it's great because he's watched it. I have yet to watch it, but he says it is great. I will watch it because I'm looking forward to the new Godzilla Kong movie coming out.
That's
same.
The -1 is something I'm just got. I have a strong suspicion is going to be a Cesar night out by himself watching.
Yeah.
I mean, I was told it was good, so I don't know.
I'll see the same thing.
Someone mentioned something earlier. Dale, you said Poseidon, right? The Poseidon Adventure. Mm-hmm. There was a remake of that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it either.
But I like those catastrophe movies.
Me too.
Back in the 70s, I used to love Poseidon Adventure all the time. Mm-hmm. Earthquake.
Yeah.
I used to love Earthquake because it was supposedly like a 40-minute earthquake, which is unreal, right? And if we lived in LA, you kind of get it.
Yeah.
But they they completely they exaggerated times 40, right? Like the roads blowing, people are falling.
Well, that was like how they did Fault Line with The Rock in it.
San Andreas.
Andreas, thank you. I was like the Fault Line one, like that's.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, right. It's like the same that.
You know what? Let's talk about some of these movies: Towering Inferno, Poseidon,
Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak,
classic.
Because that thing makes more sense than tires spinning in lava.
Right.
The day after, the one
Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, The Day After Tomorrow. The snow one.
Where it's frozen.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's The Day After Tomorrow.
I heard they're making another one. Believe it or not.
Yes.
I'll watch it.
A reboot or it's gonna or is it gonna freeze again?
I mean, that was that's the other one. 2012.
2012 is another one.
2012. Where's the one with the water? Is that 2012?
Yes.
Yeah. 2012 was the whole water tsunami
volcano.
Oh, is that the one
volcano?
Volcano.
I just watched that. I just watched.
Is 2012 the one with Cusack?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's the one driving his kids around. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was good.
Mean, there's a movie that I'm gonna throw out. Is going off topic. I wonder if you all watched this. I love this movie, and I'll watch it again. I watched it like 4 or 5 times already. Inglourious Bastards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one was a great movie. I didn't even think about it. I remember I bought this at the flea market.
Okay.
Burn.
It was different. My cup of tea. Like I watched it. Of course I watched it, but like it's not.
I tell you what,
it wasn't intriguing enough for me to be like, ooh, that's something that I can watch anytime I see it pop up. Like that's.
I tell you what I like better was.
Is that movie? It's that movie.
The Perfect Storm.
Ooh.
Oh, the one about the Manson family.
Which one?
Oh my god!
The Tarantino one.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker. Hey, come on, chat. Help me out. What's the Tarantino movie that has to do with? Oh, there goes Shannon. Forget it.
We know what you're talking about, but yes.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Thank you.
There we go.
There it is.
I love that movie, and I tell you why. Because, well, I don't know. I don't want to actually spoil it. I like it because it's Quentin Tarantino's version of what happened.
Yes.
That's
which is
what
good because he made it his version. He wasn't trying to remake it.
No, and that's why I like it, because you kind of go like, that's nice.
I prefer Once Upon a Time in Mexico. That's a better movie.
Oh, Desperado.
I love Desperado.
That's a good one.
Desperado. Once Upon a Time Mexico is the prequel, wasn't it? I think.
Which one?
I remember.
Once Upon a Time Mexico. I think that's the one with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a prequel to so El Mariachi was the prequel. Desperado is the second part, quote unquote, to El Mariachi.
Yeah.
And Once Upon a Time Mexico has some ties to Desperado.
From Dusk Till Dawn, that's another classic right there.
But just the first one.
Just the first one. Yeah.
Don't watch anything else.
No, they're terrible.
There was a time in the 2000s, like when Gladiator came out, and then 300 came out. Troy came out. Mm-hmm. Those movies with historic. They're not. I don't think they're accurate, right? Obviously, but they have some facts in there.
There is, yeah.
And I enjoyed watching that. I haven't seen a movie like that in forever, man.
I love Troy.
I love those movies.
I love Troy. Gladiator.
They're so good.
I remember the first time I saw Gladiator in the theaters, I was like, wow.
Oh, that's right. They're making a prequel to Gladiator. I forgot about that.
I watched Gladiator alone, and I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, I love this movie.
Yeah,
the Odyssey was also like that too. The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Another historical movie.
I like any movie that's a period piece. I'm a big period
Braveheart is my top.
Oh, I cried when I first watched it.
Braveheart's the shit.
Yeah.
But I like Gladiators better.
Oh.
Well, I as a kid, I used to love watching 10 Commandments because it was an epic. So the other movie that I also like, speaking of 10 Commandments, is
Passion of the Christ.
Mother. Oh, come on.
Hey.
The one with Christian Bale.
Oh.
He played Moses.
Come on. Yeah, we know. What is it called?
Calling Cash. Where's Cash?
Cash, where are you?
We're all stuck on dumb with movies right now.
I know.
Exodus. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
Exodus.
good.
There you go. Yes.
That's also because it's anything biblical movie, anything that has to do with
the Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
I liked that.
And they're making a prequel.
I'm excited. I can't.
Yeah, but if Denzel Washington's not in it, I'm out.
He's not in it.
Well, why would he be?
I don't know.
Equilibrium.
I don't know. Equilibrium is also cool. Talk about Christian Bale.
I didn't see Exodus.
Exodus is a good film, but any kind of period piece I'm in, and I think that's why I like Dracula Untold, because it has two different things in it. It has one, it has a vampire, and two, it's a period piece.
It is.
Yeah, Cash. Gankata. It combines two loves, the horror of the vampires and the period piece. And I love Dracula Untold. I just saw it again not too long ago.
So many bats. We love bats.
You know what? I was looking through the list of the top 20 movies of 2023. Barbie isn't on this list.
Barbie's on it. It depends on what list you look at.
Well, I'm on the IMDb one, and I was surprised. Like, I thought they would put it on here.
I like the eye roll. Thank you, Shannon.
That was what you're talking about. I have something in my eye.
Speaking of bats, Mandy, here in New Mexico, there's this thing that called the Carlsbad Canyons.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the bats fly out?
No, but I want to go. I love bats.
There's this place in New Mexico called Carlsbad Caverns, and it's one of those where you go down a cavern, like walk all the lights and all that stuff. Well, the cool thing is if you go early on certain days and there's an auditorium you just see. And
no way.
Very quiet, and all the bats come out of the cave right in front of you, and you can hear the flapping, and they come out for about 20 minutes, just all coming out.
That is so cool.
To go feed. It's like
way.
It's on clock.
I would love it. I think I'm one of the few
time here.
Yeah. There's something, you know what it is? I went to Canada to a museum. Sorry for the little story, but I saw a bunch of fruit bats that were covered this glass window cave thing that I walk through. Did you know they have the biggest cojones that you will ever see?
No.
You haven't seen certain porn movies. So, the thing about bats are they're just kind of cool.
They're so cute.
But there's something about them coming out all together.
Yeah. It's it's powerful. I don't know. I love it.
And it reminds me of Dracula Untold, right? When
Yeah.
you get the whole fist thing. So when you see it, and you have to be very quiet because they don't want you to disturb it, and you can hear the flapping of it's just very cool. I mean, so there you go.
In Morbius, the same thing. Like when they're all together and they spin and they protect. I love it. And here we just get bats and they like to dive to get insects. They dive bomb in the pool. It's funny. All the time. I remember we would be outside at nighttime and they dive bomb the pool, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get out.
Wow.
That's funny.
Well, they don't bite; they're just fruit bats.
Yeah,
they're vampire bats. But now the thing is, I do remember when I saw Dark Knight for the first time. Remember that scene where they picked up Batman and they kind of lifted him up.
Yeah,
that
was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Giant fruit bat trying to fly, but General Revolves.
Fucking Mandy gets. She's like, no, I got everybody's going. Like,
yeah, great.
Sorry,
I was wondering where Mandy's going with the story. She goes, "Did you know?
They
have the biggest cojones."
We're talking about bats and seeing them, and
I just never seen anatomy like that on such a little baby creatures. I was like, what?
Baby creatures.
All right. So what else is on that list there, Del?
So I know we're talking about lists, and Mandy commented on one, right? About the top 30 movies of all time, gross wise, who has made the most money, and there was a lot of like back and forth in the comment section about it. So on the list that I put out there, I just put randomly. The main thing was people were arguing about the inflation. Like, hey, you're not taking account of inflation. Like, I wasn't trying to. And the list with the inflation on there, the number one movie on here is what's it called? It's Gone with the Wind.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I wasn't either.
The book and everything that they did with it, that makes sense. And it's a timeless classic. Like, I get it.
And it's and when it came out. Back in the day when going to the movies was a fucking event. People dressed up to the nines.
Oh yeah.
They wore the suit, they wore the tie, the women wear the pearl necklace, the guys wear the hats. And it was a thing. You go
such a treat.
You go to the treat, go watch the movie. And back when that movie, what year did that come out, Del? Does it say what year it is?
Let me check.
I'm gonna say 19.
Me, I wear sweats to the movies.
46.
46?
Yeah.
I was going to believe Mandy there for a second. I don't know why.
Don't ever believe me.
I'm never going to believe you.
It looks so like, oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
So on the list on the
people.
1939. Boy, was I fucking off.
Oh, close.
So in 1939, imagine going to the theater was like, it was like, man, it's a treat. So everybody and their grandmother who could afford a quarter to go watch the movie.
So cool.
Or even then, 12 cents or the hell it was.
Yeah.
That's why those numbers. Now think about it though. If those numbers are so much for 1939 and still holds.
Right. It's wild.
Well, I'm gonna go real quick. I'm gonna go by the top 10 that we have right now, like without the inflation. So we have number 1, Avatar. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. Number 3, Avatar: The Way of the Water. Number 4, Titanic. Number 5, Star Wars. Number 6, Avengers: Infinity War. 7, Spider-Man: No Way Home. 8, Jurassic World. Number 9, Lion King. 2019 Lion King. And number 10 is the Avengers 2012. So that's the top 10 on that without the inflation. So with the inflation, number 1 was Gone with the Wind. Number 2 was Avatar. Number 3 was Titanic. Number 4 was Star Wars. And then
Which
Avengers.
Star Wars?
The first one has to be the first one.
A New Hope.
Okay.
1977. And then Avengers Endgame 2019. The Sound of Music it's in 6th place. And then when it came out in 1965.
Which one? Sound of Music?
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
I love that movie.
Is Wizard of Oz on there?
E.T. is number 7. The Ten Commandments is number 8.
Ah, let my people go.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, but I'm surprised that it's actually that's high.
It was a big fucking movie.
Doctor
Dr.
Z,
Zhivago.
that
Dr.
one.
Zhivago.
I have never seen this movie in my life.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't think so.
Okay, then number 10 is Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Well, that was because people were just excited to see something. What's going on?
Yeah.
Number 11, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937.
Aww.
Oh.
That was pretty good.
Jurassic Park in 1993. When it first came, bro, that movie was
that movie was a juggernaut. When that first came out, my God, it was fucking dinosaurs everywhere.
It was amazing. I was there when they were filming it. It was amazing.
I love
that. Well, that's cool. I want to know, how were you there when you filmed it?
What?
Explain, like, what happened?
The area where they filmed it wasn't that far over from where we lived, and
we were in Oahu, and they had this whole side of the mountain. Like, if you were traveling along the beach and you look to the left on the mountain,
it's right
on the other side of the ridge.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You can even do like a whole ATV ride through there, or zip line over it. Where they
it's so cool. I want to do it.
Yeah, Mandy was in an emerald egg. All right, go ahead, Dale. What else?
Yes, Alexander is still on top. Number 3. Number 13, Jaws. Yeah. Number 14, Avengers: Infinity War. Number 15, The Exorcist.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Finally, a horror movie.
Yeah.
Well, because at that time, that horror movie was accepted.
Well,
it was almost mainstream.
Well,
and they had ambulances in every theater because it was making people just lose their minds. Yeah.
It was like Poltergeist. Everybody was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Number 16, I'm surprised. I'm not saying I'm surprised, but I didn't think about it because I would watch when I was younger. 101 Dalmatians, a 1961 version.
Oh, I love that movie. I don't like that they keep making all these live action movies.
I know.
I'm just saying. I don't watch them. I don't agree.
The first one, you didn't like the first one, the live action one?
Of 101 Dalmatians?
Yeah.
I don't watch any. Like, I've seen, I think, 3 of the live action movies so far. I'm not a big fan of them. But
I'm talking about the one back in the 90s. Remember the one with what's his face? They did a live action of 101 Dalmatians. I thought it was good. I was like a kid when it came out.
I think I was I must have seen it, but
in the 90s I was a teenager, but like
so Red made me think, and I looked it up. But yes, they filmed Lost in Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spider-Man: No Way Home came out in 17. The original Lion King is in number 18.
That was a big Lion King was huge.
That was huge.
That was
when
huge.
It came out. The story, the meaning behind it, like that was a powerful
music.
How many people cried when Mufasa fucked up? Yeah.
Oh man, I feel bad.
Mandy's crying now just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Number 19, Jurassic World. 20, Jungle Book, 1967.
Oh, I love Jungle Book.
I had that album.
It's so good.
You did? That was a good one. Would you consider that family would be running?
I mean, that's what they would be called if they had that many.
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 1 was number 21, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that does not surprise me. That was the movie that everyone was looking forward to ever since Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was sad because Darth Maul died way too fast in that.
Oh yeah, he did. Number 22 is a 1959 movie, Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur is also another classic.
It's a
classic period piece with
I know the name.
Richard. I want to say Richard Burton or Burt Lancaster. I'm going to say Burt Lancaster.
There's Charlton Heston, Jack Hawkins, Stephen Boyd.
Charlton Heston.
Number 23, Avengers Assemble. Well, yeah, it had to be up there.
Which one?
Number 24, it's going to be 23. It's going to be Avengers Assemble 2012. Number 24 is something that we all love, or I think most of us were talking about it. Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. That one was a good one.
It was good.
All of
Which
them
one?
were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Oh,
Return of
Lord
the King.
Rings. Yeah. It's one of my
Star
favorites.
Wars. Number 25 was Star Wars again, Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. This one I was to talk about. I just couldn't mention it. Number 26, Independence Day, the first one.
I just
love
watched
that
that.
movie.
I
I
love
haven't
it.
watched Resurrection. I don't want to.
Also,
I just watched it because I needed a pep talk. So I was like, I needed that speech.
Stupid.
I love that.
That was a good movie.
That was one of my like we had to do a monologue when we were in drama in high school.
I love
that. I did that monologue. Like I got into like such a mode.
That's awesome.
Love it.
That was a good movie.
You watch it now, and it's not.
I
still enjoy
love
it.
I won't watch
enjoy it.
Resurrection. I won't watch the second one.
I forgot there is.
I keep forgetting there's a second one too.
See, it's not just me.
So going to Cash's comment, number 27 is actually the remake, The Lion King.
Debbie
I haven't
Downer.
watched it. I won't watch it.
Which one? The live action. Oh, I saw it. We saw that. Yeah, it was all right.
Nope.
This is some bullshit. Okay, let me see. What Independence Day is bad, but somehow it worked. Yes. Return of the King 15. I'm sorry.
I do remember the very first scene, the very first time in the theaters when they blew up the White House. I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 28.
Though I can see Mandy on top. I can see Mandy on top of that building.
Right, what you mean the aliens?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can totally see Mandy with her eyes all big open. She's like, yeah.
Mandy will be the one
holding the sign up.
I hate that lady. I'm so mad that you guys think that. She drives me mad. I'm like, why are you standing on top of the building?
That was the one when they blew up that building. I was like,
yeah,
that was fantastic. Go ahead, Del.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I can't wait for them to bring back Elvis. Number 28 was Fast and the Furious 7, 2015. Right after Paul Walker died.
So, I'm with you, Shannon.
Of course, everybody wanted to see if it would live up to the hype without him.
I'm with you, Shannon. When it comes to movies, I refuse to watch any of those. So,
the number 29, we're almost done on this one. 29 is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. That came out 2001. And number 30 is a movie from 1950. Can y'all guess which one it is?
No.
Let's see.
It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon.
Oh, it's a cartoon.
And Disney.
My brain is not functioning well enough with everything going on.
Sleeping Beauty.
Cinderella.
Yes. Cinderella.
Which one?
Cinderella.
Love it.
Is it Cinderella?
Yeah.
I'm sad because Sleeping Beauty is not on it.
Me too.
I mean, there's a lot of good movies on this
He came
list,
out before
honestly.
Cinderella did.
Yeah.
Snow White. No, Alexander, it was Cinderella. Honestly,
Snow White was on there. It was earlier.
It was. Yeah, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs was on there. Sleeping Beauty has yet to hit.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not like all these movies were great when they first came out, and I understand why they're up here. There's a couple of movies that should be on here.
Snow White was one of the. Snow White was the first one. Actually.
I thought Wizard of Oz would have been on here.
I did too, just because
wait a minute,
from the black and white to color.
Are you cheating on the list?
No, I was saying I thought it would have been on there.
Well, you're at number 30 though, right?
Yeah, I'm already done. The list is done. The top 30. But I'm surprised like Wizard of Oz wasn't on there. You know what I mean? Like that was a big movie.
That is interesting. Wait a minute. What are you going based on?
This one is by gross and inflation and taking
Wizard of Oz is not on
highest grossing movies.
Snow White was in 37.
Yeah.
She was in 37.
1937 cash. Son of a bitch.
And they're like
20s.
So if I go by the movie, the regular without inflation, we have Frozen 2. You have
Frozen 2.
Frozen and Frozen 2. The 20.
I never saw the first one.
Incredibles, Beauty and the Beast. But these are all newer movies. So
I must go flog myself.
Please do.
I mean, if you want to beat yourself that up because you've gotten one fact wrong, I mean,
I give you credit
because we have been failing miserably tonight.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm surprised that's not on that list because there's certain movies we always talk about. There's certain movies that you can watch endlessly. For me, The Da Vinci Code is one of those.
I
And
love that
and
one.
Angels and Demons. I will watch those
That's so good.
on a loop.
I really wish they would have continued and made the third one because there's a third book.
Yeah, there's a third book.
Now they did do a show on NBC.
Yeah, they did.
It's called The Lost Symbol.
That's right.
It was all right.
It
was decent. But the Dan Brown books are fantastic because I never read any of them, of course. But the movies, the premise, and if you're into history, and especially if you're into American history and the whole Masons and the whole mystery behind a lot of that,
there's
Da Vinci Code.
Why I like National Treasure.
National Treasure
with what's his face,
Nicolas Cage.
The guy who makes the movie every 3 days.
My family comes from the Freemasons, and I found that out, and it's terrifying.
Oh, your family's they're all Freemasons?
I love that you act like you're whispering it.
I know.
And something that thousands of people will watch.
Yeah.
And it's recorded forever.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Hey, everybody.
Not my immediate family, extended family, but I'm like, that's wild.
Well, the Masons there, it's a proud thing.
I have a lot of knights in my family.
You have Knights of the Temple?
I don't know if it's anything based on the temple. I don't know. It's the Dutch side of me is artists and knights. So we have like Rembrandt is in my history line.
Oh, look at you.
Cool.
Yeah, from my mom's side.
Wow.
But I'm like mostly Dutch, so.
I tell you what, if you guys ever have a chance to do that whole ancestry stuff, I mean,
it's amazing.
I know there's people who are like, I'm not going to give my DNA to the Mormons and all that shit. This is the thing. If you do, it is, I mean, well, I haven't done it. My wife did it, and she's a descendant of John Rutledge, who is on the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
So it's like those things like, wow, it's just so cool.
It's fascinating. Yeah.
I want to do it because I don't know if my dad was my dad or if it was the person that my mom had an affair with.
Mine's
going to be for two purposes, medical.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just, what that side of my family is.
Well, that's how she found her biological mother was through.
I don't want to find mine because there's at this point, like 44 years later, there's just no point. But
no, yeah, I mean, she was in her 50, when she found it. It was just weird. It's just weird.
I like that
wasn't your wife in an adoption situation? See, mine's not. Mine was my mom was dumb and she told me before she passed.
But it is neat to see like your percentages of your ethnicity and like where it comes from around the world.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that as more people sign in and do it, your percentages changes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
fascinating. Yeah,
that's fascinating. So she was at 1.77% English, but now it's dropped down to 72.
Right. So that's so fascinating.
I'm still Mexican.
Yeah, my family probably rented tacos or something. No, I'm proud of that.
That's awesome.
Tacos in the line of life.
Oh my God.
Tacos are the best. Well, you did find out that my family also comes from Druids, so that's kind of creepy.
Ooh, well, that makes sense.
That explains your height.
Now the expense.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
With the cloaks.
Yeah, Druids are all right.
You will see. That's why you would have been the person on top of that building welcoming the aliens. That explains everything.
She was
100%.
a stripper. Don't compare me to that.
She was a stripper, wasn't she?
She was an exotic dancer. Okay, be politically correct because nowadays it's just not appropriate.
So
they called themselves a stripper in the movie.
So we have 20 minutes, people. Look at like that. We're almost burning through 2 hours of just absolute fucking nonsense.
Nonsense.
This is what we do, though.
Just nonsense, and this is why. But yet we still have a bunch of people watching because they apparently also like the nonsense. But we should probably we could close out the show like this. There's certain movies out there that we like and we watch and all that, but there's certain times when you watch and you go, that character is annoying as fuck. Do you know any characters? No, I'm talking about in the movie, not the actor.
That's an actor. Yeah, that's an actor. Like, you know that lady from the Harry Potter movie, the one that
the mean one?
The mean one. I want
The
her to
mean one.
die. Like, this bitch needs to go down for real. Like, there is characters where I'll just cuss at the movie, like, fucking bitch. Like, you know.
Hey, what's up, man? Saying hi from Singapore. Look at that.
Oh,
He's been here the
nice.
whole time.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Hey,
I didn't know he was in Singapore. I'm not going to ask anybody, where are you watching this from? So who do you guys know? What movies like come to mind that, oh man,
Who do I want to punch in the face?
We just want to punch
Throw a
in
punch.
the face.
That's
Throw
my
punch.
new thing.
Always a
I
throw.
do all the time now. I was like, I'm gonna throw punch him now.
Umbridge, yeah, it's Umbridge. That's the one I was talking about.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, even the
Dolores
name.
Umbridge. That's why when you said it, I just went like this.
Because you knew who it was?
Of course I did.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I was disappointed that he didn't.
Hey, I'm not the
Harry
biggest.
Potter
My wife
whore.
is.
Like that's
My wife is too. She was the one that would have known more. Okay, I got another one.
Okay, what's another one?
The teacher from fucking Matilda. The parent,
oh yeah.
the parents and the teacher from Matilda.
Yeah.
That's a good one. They picked a great
the movie
actress.
Matilda, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All three of them, the parents and the teacher. Man, I feel bad for the kid.
I don't like in the movies.
You know who I didn't like in Harry Potter was Malfoy's dad. He would bug the shit out of me.
Yeah, he is passable. He was all right for me.
What's his name?
Draco Malfoy's dad was
Malfoy.
Come on, you.
That's their last name. His first
Mr. Malfoy.
Who
it starts with an M. Oh my god, what is wrong with me right now?
And I'm the biggest Harry Potter whore out there.
Hold on, shut up.
Mauricio.
Mauricio Malfoy. That's who it is.
Lucius. Thank you.
It starts with an M. Lucius. Oh, I think he said starts with an M.
L.
I think he said starts with an M.
I was a creepy 30-year-old in Barnes and Noble.
Did I read that? Oh.
What did you read, Mandy? What did you read, Mandy? I want to know.
Right? No, you don't know. You never want me to say out loud what I mistakenly read.
It's funny,
I thought of one, Annabelle. That freaking doll stresses me out.
Bro, I'm saying with
I want to punch it in the face.
No,
I've never heard of someone saying they stress you.
It stresses me.
That doll stresses me out.
I'm sorry. To stay on the same point with what Mandy's saying, every white person in every scary movie, because they always want to fucking investigate what that sound is.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Turn around. You see Mexicans and blacks fucking running away.
Yeah, why?
They know better. But then they get die first. Why do we die first? And we don't want to see that shit. It's crazy.
You gotta watch your heart. You gotta watch your heart.
Too much tacos.
Killers don't like racists. What can you say? There's others out there. I know there's other characters out there.
Must be so. Never, bro. And especially if you're by yourself and you hear shit. Nah. Go inside. Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Yeah. No one was.
I'm trying to think, and my brain is just not functioning. Like I'm getting to my point of just exhaustion is flat, like slapping me.
I'll wear my ascot.
Oh.
Red. You know, I'm also drawn. Tonight was a day of a night of blanks. I'm usually.
That's a good way of putting it for all of us.
I'm usually pretty spot on, but I gotta tell you guys,
dude, with everything that I did today, the fact that I'm sitting here awake still is fucking phenomenal.
The new Twilight. Now, I would be interesting if they actually did do a new Twilight Zone movie.
Ooh.
And just take really good.
Yeah.
The really good, like they kind of did it in the 80s when they did the Twilight Zone movie, and they took 3 or 4 very popular Twilight Zone episodes, right? And they made it
It was creepy with Dan Aykroyd. Like was it the first one on the airplane?
Yeah, that was You want to see something creepy, right? With the face. But that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. We know that Peele he likes to do a lot of that creepy shit. So I mean,
I'm a fan of his.
And he was part of the new Twilight Zone shows that they redid. So
what's the name of that movie of the vampires, the like Twilight or
yeah, Twilight.
Okay. Chris, what the main chick? She was fucking annoying as fuck.
Oh, I'll throw
so as boring and dull as she is in the movies, that's how she is in real life. At least when she was younger, she was like that in real life.
Yeah.
She fits
My cousin went to school with her. People used to say I look like her, and I used to get offended because I was like, she's not that pretty to me.
That's not nice.
Damn, that's offensive right there. I would throw hands.
I was like, wow. They're all because, you have same color hair and green eyes. And I was like, go fuck yourself.
I'd rather look like Edward's weird nipple than get that compliment.
Whoa.
But then I would get the flip side would be like when my hair was shorter and I doll myself up, I had the Charlize Theron look to me. And I was like,
okay, that is yeah, we like that. She's a babe.
She's a hottie.
So I cheated a little bit and I found another
another list.
No, not a list. There's one character and he hits spot. Percy from the Green Mile.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta tell you. And in real life, he's also a douche. Well, yeah, because he, Don't you guys remember that whole thing that he married that? What was she, like 16 at the time or 17?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's one of those.
He's just creepy in the face of his. He's just a creepy dude.
What's the name of that guy that married his daughter or stepdaughter? Famous freaking director.
Yeah. The little white guy with the glasses.
Yeah. Woody Allen.
That one.
Yeah.
Woody Allen. That one's a Demon Knight reboot with Billy Zane.
Yeah, I saw that. That wasn't too bad.
Demon Knight.
Stephen Baldwin.
The Wraith. I would love to see a Wraith reboot.
Oh, me too.
Woody Allen. Everybody was real quick on that one.
There's Woody Alien on Woody Allen.
Oh my god, I cannot stop yawning now.
All right. Flash movie, Barry Allen, especially the younger one. Yes, I will agree with that. Jason, the new Flash movie,
awful.
Annoying. He's annoying.
The new Flash movie was the worst. Oh my god, what were they thinking? That movie to me was more based on Superman's fucking shit than it was Flash.
Aquaman's gonna look like an Oscar film to you after you watch that once you see it.
Dude,
compared to Flash.
I haven't heard.
I sat there in the beginning and was like, the editing of this CGI is so fucking bad.
With the babies, I was laughing the whole fucking time. I was laughing so hard.
I was like, this is terrible.
Now, was there anybody in the Goonies that annoyed you?
Oh, the mom.
The mom?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. So now
I don't remember her name, but she was a bitch.
Now I'm just throwing out things out there that are just annoying. Because there's a lot of characters out there that people don't find annoying, but there's always someone going, oh, she's too cheery. She's too this.
She's too cheery.
Movies were like that, right? Where the characters.
He's talking about you, man.
I know. It's like, oh no. Not again.
Look, Boss Lady's almost tired. We're gonna cut it off soon.
Yeah,
what movie I would want? I mean, I know everybody's gonna grill me right now, but movie I want to watch, hopefully to make it good, would be The Breakfast Club. Something like that. It doesn't have to be a remake of The Breakfast Club, but something in that genre.
How dare you?
Something in that genre. Like, it was like 16 Candles too. Like,
yeah, but
those were good for their time. Yeah, I don't know if they would hit right now.
Breakfast Club is good as it is for what it was then.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I think that you could remake to fit an era now, because there would be too many offensive things in it.
And we have too many school shootings now.
Yeah, that's for
And
fucking
you can't do 16 candles because there's something about the growing in age, the growing of age of a woman, and this girl turning into a woman, right? Her birthday,
Yeah.
she's like in the senior and all that. That won't fly now.
No.
They will twist it to
Oh,
where
it'd be so bad.
they will
the
twist
monotony
it
of that would be horrible.
something.
Oh.
They'll make it so politically correct that it's like
I can't.
we can't. We can't.
Mhm.
We can't. But anyways,
We can't have
okay.
nice things.
We can't watch movies nowadays and just enjoy it.
I know.
We just can't. It sucks, people. But you know what? We're going to talk more about this next month on the first Wednesday. And said Dale's gonna. What do you got, Dale?
No, I was just gonna. You're right. We gotta watch that movie together, though. What's it called? Aquaman.
Yeah, so you guys got to watch Aquaman at least. Watch
And
it.
Oppenheimer.
At least.
And Oppenheimer. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna do it.
All right, we'll watch. We
So it'll
kind of
be
have
April 3rd.
April 3rd, people. That'll be our next. Thank you, Matthew, for joining. April 3rd will be our next movie. We say review, but we don't review shit.
I mean, but don't we though?
What's up, Olive?
We give a lot of opinions. So we are giving a review
movie discussion.
Our thought process of it, not caring what anybody else thinks about it, but it's our opinion.
It's our opinion. That's right. It may not be very popular with the masses, but I don't give a fuck.
No.
Yeah.
All right, because it's his art. But next on the 3rd, yes, we're gonna do this. We're gonna all watch Oppenheimer by then. We have a special interest because it has to do with New Mexico because it's white sands.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. And Aquaman 2. I already saw it, but I am curious to see what you guys think about it. So that should be interesting. Oh, you saw it too?
Yeah, I had seen it when it first came out.
Okay. What'd you think of it, Dale? You thought it was all right?
I gave it a 6.5.
Oh,
there you go.
It was all right. It wasn't as bad as everybody thought it was going to be. But before we go,
the new movie, what is it? The Spider Web, Scarlet Web, whatever.
Madam Web.
Oh, I'm not gonna watch it.
I haven't watched it. I know that it has horrible ratings.
Horrible reviews, yeah.
But I don't care what other people think. I'm like one of those people, like, I need to see it for myself. Unless people that like the same things are like, please just don't watch it. You won't.
Barbie.
I'm not.
I'd rather watch a horror movie.
World. I'm a mean.
Amber Heard.
I'm not a Barbie girl.
I will say this. So next week, Dow is going to have a nice, well-deserved vacation off.
Yay!
So moi is going to be running the show, and I have James from Comic Uprising from Instagram will be my co-host, and we're going to have 3 artists on.
Awesome.
Mr. Martin Zavala.
Nice.
Anna Zhao.
Nice.
And just confirmed right now as we speak, Aaron Bartlett will be on.
Oh, fun.
And they want to talk.
Have fun with all 3.
And they want to talk. What's the hot topic right now? AI.
Oh, AI, yes.
Started, she's not going to fucking, I love her. She's not going to stop though.
Oh, I know. She's the one that said, I like to talk about this. Oh, actually, Aaron's the first one. He goes, I want to talk. And I said, okay, we're gonna talk about this.
And the following week is
then the following week we have the comic capsule.
No, that's the last week of March. The 20th.
Then yes, we have some guy named Marat.
Yeah, Marat.
Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't even know that.
That's why I want to bring it up right now. He confirmed a couple of hours ago.
That's awesome.
And Sean. So
I was trying to get Clan, but they're going to another con, so we're trying to go get Clan in April again.
So we're booked. We're booked in March. We have Comic Capsule on. Will be the last show in March. So as we know, guys, whenever we talk about AI, this chat goes kablooey. And as we all know, we are friends of the artists, and the artists are our friends. So we support what they do, and these two right here are attached so strongly to that community. It's even funny. So we support you guys. We support everything.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, my dude, but that's not something that anybody that does with traditional art will ever fucking support.
Yeah, no.
I think he's talking about
roll with it, but you have fun with that, my dude. You have fun with that.
Yeah, it is. We're so passionate to the point where Dale and I think we kind of lost a business deal due to it. So
a lot of people are losing. Yeah.
It is what it is, but
yeah.
we're gonna stand behind it because
it's a phase.
It's a phase, and either or. Some people say it's here to stay. We're gonna talk about it, and it's also the view of three fantastic artists. And one was targeted in a major talk about AI, so that's why he's all fire and brimstone. And as she told me, I may not shut up. I said, don't worry, I'll just mute you. Anyways, but thanks again, guys.
Hold on, let them promote real quick. I know he's gonna be going somewhere, and I don't know about Mandy.
Oh, okay, that's me.
It's not you.
Promote.
Oh, okay, I'm promoting. Okay, so I have lots to promote. So this weekend is Planet Con. We will be there. We are doing a charity fundraiser actually with the Kelsey. If anybody saw my husband's Kelsey cover that he did.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
He made a banner and we're going to do $5 tickets that all the money will be raised for Mercy's Children's Hospital out here with our local comic book shop, Elite Comics. And every year right after Thanksgiving, him and his crew go and spend all the money that they've raised for the entire year, which is usually in between like 25 to 30,000 to go buy gifts. So they like clean out all the Targets and Walmarts and stuff for Mercy's hospitals so that the kids that are in there with cancers or suffering, their parents can give them gifts so that they're not suffering anymore. So we are doing that to give away the banner. So we'll be doing that all weekend. It's $5 a ticket or 5 for 20. And all the money is for charity, and we will donate. We'll announce the winner on Monday. We have a Kickstarter going on right now for Persuasion 5. Finally have that bad boy going out. Tons of good covers on it. So there's that. And then, new and upcoming fun things will be arriving between me and Garrett Gunn.
Oh, that's what we can do. When does that due, Shannon? Like around April?
The book is written. He wrote the story. It will be drawn after Con Artist 6 is finished. Okay. So we are hoping to actually launch the Kickstarter because I already have multiple people wanting to do covers for it.
Okay.
We are hoping to have that launched probably like September-ish.
Okay, so you will be booked in September. You and Garrett will be on this show to promote the living fuck out of that.
Oh my God, it is fucking hilarious. I could not stop laughing when I read it.
All right.
That's awesome.
Something to look forward to. Anything else? That's it?
I think that's it for now.
All right. Let's see. Let's put in Mandy Candy. What's going on?
So I will be staying home from here on out for the next 6 months. Nice. No more shows for me for a little while. Got to deal with some fun surgery stuff, but Murat's going to be probably at a show at least once a month. So he'll talk about his schedule coming up.
Yeah, well, he's going to have in a couple of weeks. He could talk
when you guys see him. So
intense. Yeah,
I'll just be here to have fun in
if
between
you need
time.
me to come visit and help take care of you, call me. I'll come.
Oh, I love you. Thank you.
Yeah. We're all here for you, man. You know.
We appreciate you guys.
All right, me before Dell because Dell's always the best guy. All right. Well, listen, you guys already know where to find me every Wednesday. This is fun.
This is fun.
You know what? It's so fun. It's a nice little break of just all comic talk because that's why we do it. And we have these two lovely ladies on and to form their opinions, even though they don't remember a lot of things, but it's perfectly fine.
Just them or just all of
well,
them?
like I said, we do this every first Wednesday every month. Like I said, because it brings all the boys to the yard. And I will, if you guys want your voiceovers for promos or anything that you want to do in IG, contact me. I've been pretty busy lately with a lot of the promos of the voiceovers and all that stuff. So other than that, that's it, man. We're good. We're golden. Del?
Honestly, I have so much on my plate. I just forget a lot. I'm gonna go on vacation. I need to because my head's been everywhere. My son had a game today. That's why I was late, guys, and he won today. So both my boys had their first ever baseball game yesterday and today, and they both won their first game. So I'm so excited. Let me see. I know I'm promoting for Clan and for Comic Corner and for Cash, obviously, and Charlie. But are going to be at Planet Comic Con this weekend. Obviously, you go with them for you want to get 50 signed by Ryan and get graded. You go through them.
We will be doing a live sale with them on Saturday.
Yeah.
Is that on Whatnot?
No, there's gonna be.
I don't know if they're going to do Facebook or whatnot, but I know that we will be set up for both here at our warehouse. So either way, that Saturday. I was just talking to Aaron as we were doing it.
Great.
So they have lots of stuff. They're gonna have a lot of different artists on there. So keep a lookout, guys. I think they have a lot of first timers this weekend, so it's good.
Yeah.
I am pushing. Actually, I had some. I'll find out in 3 months. Hopefully, I can get this position, but same place, but higher up. So I'm working on that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be extremely busy even more. Tuesdays, come check out our show with Cash. He sells old school books. It's books older than Caesar, so they're pretty old. I'll just say Caesar. Honestly, right now,
I'm okay with the jokes now because I'm fucking breathing, so you can joke all you fucking want. You.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he still won't fucking read a book, though. It's crazy. Oh, I need to open these books. I haven't opened them yet because I've been waiting. These are some Kickstarters that I supported. I need to support the Persuasion.
Ours?
That's what I said, Persuasion. I need a catch-up tier.
We have a catch-up tier where you can get 1 through 4.
I think I'm gonna get 1 through 4 digital. 1 through 3, 1 through 4 digital, and then have a regular one. So I can send it to Caesar. These are the only books he's ever read was Kickstarters, and we gotta review it. We gotta review it live.
I know how to read people.
Please, by all means, we have a digital catch-up tier also.
There we go.
So what very quickly, Shannon, what's your guys' whatnot so James could follow?
Ryan M.
Kincaid. Our whatnot is easy. It's Ryan M. Kincaid.
Dude,
it's his whole name, one word.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
They know you way too much.
It's just when we agreed on something today, you son of a bitch.
They even catch these they already know you, bro.
Whatever.
With that being said, next week I'm not gonna be on here. Like Cesar said, it's gonna be him and the guy from IG and the artist. That's gonna be fun. I'll be watching.
Yeah.
I should be home hopefully, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys, we'll see you next week. We'll see you the first Wednesday of the month for another of these shows. I'm glad that I think we went a whole month without actually going. We got busy. I wanted to have a set stone schedule with us again. I know Thursdays I won't be able to make it all the time, so I'm glad we were able to do this and make sure we have the girls again. We have our core already.
Dale, who is that?
Caesar. It's Clifford Little.
Oh, thank you, Cliff. You sons of bitches. See? Thanks, Cliff. What a way to go out with a bang.
Right? I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Everybody, don't forget to do your Kegels.
Yes.
That is all.
Yes.
One of these days, I'm going to have the bandana on my wrist and just on this.
Oh my gosh. It's like you need to go and get out more cash to Clifford. With that being said, guys, bye.
Bye.